How do you explain this?
You can't explain it. It's totally real. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I have something fun for you. I am going to introduce you to a little gem on YouTube. The channel name is Peter Caine Dog Training. And you may or may not have heard of him. I know some other big YouTubers have done videos on him in the past, but I've watched him for quite a while, and he is actually a friend of a friend, so I've kind of been putting this off, but I decided it's time. It's time for us to explore what is Peter Caine Dog Training. Now don't let the name fool you. He doesn't just do dog training. He has a whole plethora of videos on all kinds of subjects on his channel. In his About section, he is self-described as a dog trainer, artist, comedian. He also likes political commentary, cooking videos, Bigfoot research, UFOs, aliens, pigeon and raven husbandry, and hunting videos. And despite all these other areas that Peter dips his toes in on the YouTube sphere, he also gives great sex advice. There's a whole playlist of that too, and we all know how I love great dating advice.
What do I think of a woman that spits and doesn't swallow? I think it's very rude. Screwing some broad, and that's what she would do, is she would get up, go to the sink and spit it out, and then brush her teeth as if it was battery acid. You know, that's fucked up. It's just rude. You know, the polite thing to do, ladies, if you don't want to swallow it, is just kind of keep your mouth open and let it kind of drool out. That would be polite, you know. But getting up and going to the sink, that's just horrible. What a horrible one. Only a horrible woman would do that. That's just rude. And I've said this before, I'm a very white bread kind of guy when it comes to sex. I just do missionary position. You know, I'd never do doggy style. That's fucking seems wrong and gross.
And for today's video, we are just going to focus on the Bigfoot aspect of what is Peter Caine Dog Training. There is a lot to unfold here. He has about 200 videos on his channel just about Bigfoot himself. Now, some of you may not know, some of you may, but Peter is the president of the Bigfoot community.
I've been asked recently by hundreds, if not thousands of people if I will accept being president of the Bigfoot community and Bigfoot Community Association, and I want to say that I do accept this honor, and it is a great honor. It is, and I will perform my duties in a timely and respectable fashion.
And not only is he the president of the Bigfoot community, but in 1953, Peter's dad shot and killed a Bigfoot.
Father shot the Bigfoot in 1953. They had to cut them up to get them out of the swamp. They were too big, so they started cutting them up.
And Peter now has it in his freezer.
Frozen since 1953. Top of its head is very large. Took off part of the scalp. They had no other choice. They euthanized the creature. You can see its skull. This is an eye. That's the eye of the juvenile Sasquatch.
And is sharing with the world what Bigfoot actually looks like. And it's all for science. It's all for learning. And I want to be perfectly clear, this is a science documentary, and if you have a squeamish stomach,
you might want to turn the camera off right now. This is going to be shocking, so I'm going to show you the hand right now. So this is a hand of a young juvenile Bigfoot. It's been frozen. I took it out of the freezer. You can see the hand clearly. Still has congealed frozen blood on it. Notice the fingernails. I don't know if you can tell, but they're translucent like a human's. See the skin, the palm. Look at the dermal ridges. It's totally real. I'm president of the Bigfoot community because I wouldn't lie to you. This is real. These are real, and I do think that they are alien in origin. Watch this. This is a demonstration. Like I said, this is a science documentary. Now, for this demonstration, I have a shovel. This is just a normal shovel, right? And I have the Bigfoot hand. Watch this. It's magnetic. And so is its feet. But in general, the whole body is magnetic, but nothing like the hands and feet. Here's a knife. This is just a knife I used to cut up chicken. How is this possible? How is this possible? Watch this. It's not done with glue or Velcro. How do you explain this?
You can't explain it. It's totally real.
This is real. If you compare the Bigfoot's head to my head, you can see, one, it looks nothing like a human, and, well, it looks a little bit like a human, but the size difference, it's immense. You can see it has a lot of ice on it. It has remained frozen. You can see its eyeball there. This is very heavy. It weighs about 120 pounds. There's a lot of debris still frozen in it. You can see part of the ear there. You can see its eye on this side is very dehydrated and sunken in. The mouth is very strange. It's almost has like a death grin. Its eyeballs are really fucking strange. Get a close-up of its eyeball. It's like a death grin. This Bigfoot has always been part of my family. And just so everybody knows, it will be in the museum, the Bigfoot Museum of North America. There's also going to be a theme park associated with the Bigfoot Museum. Here's the bottom of the foot, right? Okay, you can clearly see the two bones. They're not really like human bones, that's for sure. The placement is different. Okay, now look at the underside of the foot. See, it has 5 toes. That's what I was trying to tell you all. Can you see the toenails? This is a beautiful example of a Bigfoot penis. More guys have been interested in the Bigfoot penis than women, that's for sure. This isn't something sexual. If you find this sexual, then you're a deviant because this is a dead animal and that's what it looks like. It looks like an animal penis. So I've been keeping it in this. Let's check it out. Now look at that. Isn't that magnificent? Look at this. This is a beautiful specimen.
Now, not only does Peter have Bigfoot in his freezer to use strictly for educational purposes only, he's had quite a few encounters with Bigfoot. Of particular note, a female Bigfoot.
About a week ago, I was right over there by that line of trees, and I was looking for my phone, and I found my phone, and right when I found my phone, I got bum rushed by a female Bigfoot. She drug me into the woods and started carrying me sort of like a sack of potatoes. And I shit you not, she was running 45 miles an hour up hills and stuff. You know, I couldn't get away. I was stuck. We get back to the Sasquatch den, and that's when it got really weird. She made me take off my clothes. I didn't want to take them off, you know? Are you kidding me? I did not want to take them off, and she made me strip naked. And then she picks me up and starts carrying me like a baby. And no, I didn't get a boner. It moved a little bit, but then it dawned on me, it's like fucking a Sasquatch. That would be like fucking, you know, a German woman. You know, a real hairy German woman. No, thank you. So she's carrying me like this, and I can tell she wants me to breastfeed. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that, you know? I'm very clear. I don't want to do that. I don't want to have anything to do with that. So she takes her hands and she opens my mouth like that and puts it on her breast and pushes down. And I didn't want to do it. I swear to God. I didn't want to do it. And since I had my phone, I did get a quick video. Check it out.
No, please let me go. I won't tell anybody, I promise. Please let me go.
See, I didn't want to do it. This is not anything that was fun. It was horrible. It gets worse, right? Right after I've drank like a gallon of her. By the way, it does taste like honey. It does. It's delicious. But after I drank like a gallon of it, you know, I'm feeling kind of sick. Here comes a male Sasquatch, you know, carrying a cub with him. And the cub's about my size, you know? She just fucking throws me on the floor like I'm a piece of trash or something. She doesn't care about me anymore. You know, her cub's back. She wanted to raise me like Wild Boy or something. You know, she wanted to make me hers. That's not the way that it works. I had no other choice in the matter. And then as I'm sitting there, I'm, you know, sitting with my ass on the ground, I'm like, what the fuck, man? I'm feeling rejected, but like, I'm not good enough, you know? I'm not good enough now. The male Bigfoot picks me up and just throws me out of the den. Remember, I don't have any clothes. She made me take them off, and I left them in the den. So then I had to walk home. You know, it was humiliating. It's humiliating. I got one picture and one video, and that's it. So check them out again. Here's the video.
No, please let me go. I won't tell anybody, I promise. Please let me go.
And here's the picture. It was horrible, but it was also very delicious. Sasquatch milk, not bad.
Now, I don't know how anybody can argue with what Peter has said has happened. He's very traumatized.
I'll get over this. I think I should probably talk to somebody, maybe a counselor or something. I've never been raped before this. And listen, if it was a female human, yeah, let's do it. But this was like a creature. It was like a monster. There's poison ivy all over here. I'm gonna have poison ivy probably on my ween. It sucks. It sucks, man. I felt like I couldn't get fucking clean. I got home and I started taking a bath, and I just fucking feel like I can't get fucking clean. It's been a horrible experience, and nobody will believe me. If I call the police, they're gonna tell me I'm fucking making it up. It's fucking horrible.
But through the trauma, he continues to make everybody aware of the information that is Bigfoot, and for us to realize what is really going on in the world. There is no truer American hero than Peter Caine himself. And he is an underappreciated YouTuber. I'm really glad that you stayed with me throughout this video to learn about Peter and everything that he does. I hope you go over there and show his channel some love and you learn a few things. And if you would like me to explore more into Peter in different areas such as Sam the Raven.
Check it out, it's Sam the Raven. You know? He's a douchebag.
Or his pigeon wife.
There's 2 other pigeons that live here, but she chose me as a mate.
For his Walmart trips, cooking, hunting, diet and nutrition. He just has a plethora of information that the world needs to hear, and it's all for science.
We only have that. You can't create the whole science, based science on Bigfoot unless you have more science. So that's why I'm looking for more DNA. It's for science. I'm a scientist. I'm a Bigfoot researcher.
And not only the science of the Bigfoot, which is important to his channel, he also delves into Frogman and Dogman and the watermelon-headed people. I don't know what other source of information you guys go to, but look no further than Peter Caine himself.